This project was conceptualized quite some times back by the hospital administration, but due to lack of funds, it wasn't possible for them to proceed. And by the grace of God, sometimes last year, around November, December, the hospital administration requested the Ministry of Public Works then to do some documentation for purposes of carrying out improvement works to the patients' wards. In this case, we are talking about male wards 5 and 6 and female ward 6, and also to improve on the sewerage works for the same wards. So the works were documented, estimates were prepared, but it wasn't until much later, in the course of this year, that Safaricom came in to provide the funds to undertake those works.
We have the builders' works for the renovation of the wards 5 and 6, and then we have the roundry equipment. So for the builders' works, for the renovation of the wards, the lowest evaluated bidder was Minikin Services Limited, and I think they are represented here. Yeah, and for the roundly works, we had G-North Limited, and they're represented here. So in the meantime, the paperwork is still going on in terms of giving them the award letters, formalization of the whole contract and signing. So that is on course, and we shall have it concluded probably before the end of this week. So for now, we said maybe we should allow them to access site so that they can probably commence the works, because we have very tight timelines. In fact, initially, we had anticipated 4 months, which was inbuilt in the contract. But somewhat we have negotiated with the contractors who have agreed to reduce that period to only 9 weeks, because we have a target of commissioning this project or handing over by 10th of October, because there is a commemoration called World Health Mentor Day, and that day will be like the day we hand over the whole facility. And so that is a fixed end date for this project. And so when we were negotiating with the contractors, we told them as much, that we have that fixed date, and we have therefore to complete the works well in advance. The bidder who won the builder's work for the renovation got it at 25,626,320. For the roundry equipment, that was still subject to some confirmation. There was some negotiations that happened. So I will give the tentative figure, which was 14,973,351. That was supposed to be adjusted by some discount. So we are yet to get the final figure from the Safaricom supply chain. So as and when that figure is available, we shall be able to give it to you.
Our medical superintendent and our deputy medical superintendent are out for a training. So I'll send to this meeting to represent them that for this project, the security is on your end. We are not, as a hospital, we are not able to provide security. So when the works are going on, then the team will be responsible for the security. Then he also had requested that you organize for the toilet facilities. So should you need to bring portable toilets for your staff, because as a hospital, we are not able to meet that for the moment. That's all he had to say.
We are partnering with Mathare National Teaching and Referring Hospital in this project, which came to the foundation through the Kenya at 50 Secretariat. And we are happy today to be marking a very important milestone in this project, because it marks the beginning of the real renovation work at the hospital. and we believe that we'll all work together because it is the good for all of us to ensure that we keep within the key milestones, timelines, and that we have agreed upon, because we believe that for the betterment of our patients, we need to ensure that we deliver the project within time, and we collaborate together to ensure that we achieve that. Thank you.
My name is Maluk Ndetei from Kenya at 50 Secretariat, representing the Executive Director, Madam Simon Dimu. Mine is very brief. I'd like to thank the team that has brought us to this day. What you've done for Kenya at large is tremendous. Safaricom has been, and the Safaricom Foundation has been a true partner of Kenya at 50 by partnering with us on various initiatives. It has been said sometimes that you can gauge the moral compass of a nation by how they treat their mental health patients. And by Safaricom taking the front and the lead on this, I guess we're a nation on the right footing. So thank you very much, team, and we hope to interact more as we go along. Thank you.
For the female ward 6, the roof as it is has not been very appealing. So you'll be removing the roof cover, and you'll change from what you have now, the tiles, to pre-painted iron sheets. For the other 2 wards, that's Mayo Ward 5 and Mayo Ward 6, the roof will be painted. The GCI sheets will be they'll be repainted once again. For the floor, all the floors, they'll be hacked, and we'll change the floor finish from the current cement sand screed to porcelain tiles, we shall agree on the pattern as you proceed on with the works. The walls will be painted, where we need to have porcelain tiles again, particularly in the wet areas, they will be installed. Most of the doors will be replaced, And we have a bit of construction in wards 5 male and 6 male, where we are going to introduce what we call seclusion rooms. And that's the male wards. For all the wards, we are going to have what we call a screening room. It's not there now. And in the process, we shall be improving the access to the ward compound for each one of them. One of the most striking features has been the walls around the compound. That's the fencing wall. They are made out of stones, and we also need to improve their appearance. Therefore, you make sure that they are properly keyed on the outside. The pillars are properly aligned, We are suggesting that they be plastered because they are not all of the same size, so that we can maintain the same size, and maybe painted. The internal surfaces will all be painted, all be plastered and painted. And the walls will have a coping, which will introduce an in-situ coping. So you'll build it as you go on with the works. Fortunately, you are familiar with the works. We took you around during the Pretender site meeting, and you know what is involved. So we are sure that you have factored that in your pricing. We are also introducing covered connections from Mayo Ward 5, Mayo Ward 6 to the respective dining halls. Right now, there's nothing. And to ensure that persons with a disability are able to access the facilities, we have introduced ramps in all the 3 wards. We'll also be doing a bit of mechanical works.
next. Yeah. Yeah.